Hi there. Today, let's go back in time. Yeah, back to a small sawmill on a river where something shiny changed the world. This story is all about gold, right? And people on the move and how just one tiny discovery can cause these huge changes. You ready? Okay, let's dig in. So, picture this. It's January 1848. There's a carpenter. His name is James W. Marshall, and he's checking out a new sawmill. And suddenly, he sees something glinting in the water. So he reaches down and picks up this tiny piece of gold, just a small bit of metal. But wow, that little thing, it started a huge adventure. This was all happening at a place called Sutter's Mill, which was on the American River. And yeah, he found the gold right there in the water. Well, you can imagine what happened next. Word spread, and it spread fast. I mean, by ship, by stagecoach, by letter, any way it could. And pretty soon, people started just rushing to California. Everyone was hoping to find gold too. And they did. By 1849, I mean, we're talking hundreds of thousands of people, not just from the United States, but from all around the world, all rushing to California. They actually got a nickname for it. They were called the 49ers, because, so many of them arrived in that year, 1849. And their journeys, wow, some came by ship, others came overland. These were long, really hard journeys, and all for that one hope, right? The hope of getting rich. In the beginning, the tools they used were, pretty simple. You just needed a pan, a shovel, and a lot of patience. Yeah, they'd scoop up gravel from the river into their pan and just swirl it around, wash it all out until only the heavier stuff, the gold, stayed at the bottom. But later on, things got more intense. Miners started using bigger machines, even these massive water cannons to just blast away entire hillsides. And that, as you can guess, caused some really big changes to the land. And with all these people, you had whole towns just popping up. I mean, almost overnight. Suddenly there were shops, saloons, sawmills. Life was just noisy and busy. And, some people actually found gold. They stayed and became farmers or shopkeepers or builders. But a lot of others, they left after finding, very little. But we have to be real here. The gold rush, it wasn't good for everyone, not at all. It actually pushed Native American communities right off their lands. It brought a lot of conflict, and it really changed the environment. So many animals and trees were lost, as miners just cut down whole forests and even changed the path of rivers, all to get at that gold. On the other hand, though, the gold rush did make California grow, incredibly fast. San Francisco, for example, went from being this tiny little port to a busy, bustling city. And because so many people got there so fast, California actually became a U.S. state in 1850. Think about that. That's just 2 years after that first piece of gold was found. Wow. So the big question is, did everyone get rich? Well, not really. A few people did, sure, but most, nope. A lot of miners only made small finds or nothing at all. But, and this is important, the gold rush created jobs for so many other people. Bakers, blacksmiths, teachers. And it was those jobs that really helped turn all those new towns into actual cities. So yeah, the California gold rush, it changed the map, it changed the land, and it changed so many people's lives. It's a good reminder, I think, that one small discovery, it can bring adventure and opportunity for sure, but also problems, real problems we need to think about. Hey, thanks for listening. Hey, next time, maybe we could do a little activity, like about panning for gold or map reading. What do you think? But for now, here's a question I'd like you to think about. What would you do if you found gold